Welcome to the Healthpreneur podcast. My name is Yuri New York Times bestselling author, former professional athlete, and founder of Healthpreneur, the world's leading company helping health and fitness experts start and scale high-end coaching businesses. If you want to attract more clients, learn how to convert them without feeling salesy, and deliver an amazing program for them on the back end, if you want to be inspired by what others just like you have gone through and how you can do the same no matter what life throws your way, then you are in the right place, because every single week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to be bringing you the best to help you take your knowledge and expertise to the next level with your health or fitness coaching business. And if you enjoy what you see and hear and would like to take your business to the next level, then I invite you to check out our free online training over at healthpreneurgroup.com/training. And for now, let's get into today's episode. Hey guys, how's it going? Yuri here and welcome back to the show. In today's episode, I want to share with you a really cool takeaway that I got and really hit home for me after our last mastermind, our Luminaries Mastermind in Tampa, which was a couple weeks ago now. This is a theme that has come up over and over again that really hit me in Tampa, and it's this. Have you ever asked yourself, like, why is it that some offers work really, really well and others just don't? Like, you put this page up, you put this offer up. And when I say offer, I'm essentially saying when you're looking to get people to opt in or sell something, that's what an offer is. You're making an offer for someone to do something, right? With that offer inherently comes a promise. It's like if you click on this button, you're going to go to this page, which is going to show you some stuff. That's a promise. That's an offer. On that page, if you're selling something directly, they're going to click the buy now button. That is going to be entailed in some type of offer. When you get started now, you're going to get this and this promise and this outcome. That's essentially what an offer is. But not everyone is very good at making offers. And this is, I'm getting chased by a little bug here. This is one of the weird things about business, is that you look at people who've had a lot of success and you're trying to figure out, like, what is different about them? Like, okay, are they persistent? Do they have more charm? Do they have a better product? A lot of that stuff can be true, but at the end of the day, what it really boils down to is you need to have an offer that is so compelling for your audience that they have to have it. And the way most people present their offers just doesn't do that justice. So as an example, let me ask you this. If I were to say, hey, do you want to get fit? Okay, cool. Sure, I want to get fit. Now let me ask you a second question. What does fit mean to you? What does getting fit mean to you? What does it look like to you? Now, as you answer that, I can promise you that somebody else who's listening or watching this is thinking something different. For them, it might mean, lose 10 pounds, put on 10 pounds, compete in a triathlon. Getting fit is a very vague and ambiguous outcome. Let's look at another example. I help you lose weight. Okay, great. Well, what does lose weight mean? What does it mean to you? Does it mean the same thing to you as it does to somebody else? Probably not. And this is where people run into trouble. And this is something I've been thinking a lot about the last couple of weeks, is for me, it's very easy to see this kind of stuff when a client comes and presents, their offer, their headline, their thing. And the challenge is that you only know what you know. So you can't see things you're not aware of. But once you look at things through this type of filter, we actually put together a whole new worksheet for our clients called the Promise Amplifier, which is essentially a way to amplify your promise so that it becomes so much more compelling for your audience. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole thing here because obviously that wouldn't be fair to my clients who pay us good money to help them, but I do want to give you a couple nuances. The big mistake that people make is they don't even know they're making the mistake. Right? And that's the challenging thing. That's the challenging thing of doing things on your own, is that you don't know your blind spots. Is you put out a headline, you put out a message, and you think it's like the best thing ever because you're so in love with your program. But guess what? Nobody sees that. No one sees behind. So think about it this way. So let's say that you have So let's just use the example of a room in your house. Inside your room, you have this amazing kingdom of magic that happens. But the problem is that the door is closed and people can't see into the kingdom. So what you have to do is you need to paint that door with some type of spectacle or some type of message that is going to get people so excited to open the door that they're going to do it. Because the challenge is what most people are not willing to do is open the door because they're afraid that what's on the other side is not really what they want. And this is the challenge, that you know roughly what you want to tell people. You roughly know what your message is. You just don't know how to articulate it properly. And I've seen, because I've been doing this for a long time, since 2006, and the only reason I'm sharing this is because I've failed like 1,000 more times than I've succeeded. Okay? I'll be very honest. I've had so many offers that have flopped. I'm like, this is going to be the best thing ever. And then like crickets. Okay, well, let's try this next thing. It's going to be the best thing ever. And then crickets. Why? Well, it took me a long time to figure this out, but it comes down to what is the messaging and what is the offer. And if your offer is really vague and ambiguous, and it could mean a lot of different things to different people, you're going to have a tough time getting people to take action. So we use the examples like getting fit, losing weight, feeling better. Those are really, really commonly used terms. And the problem is that I think a lot of this comes from big brand advertising, right? Where a lot of those general terms are used, right? Like lose weight, feel better. Like, great, that's a great tagline. What the hell does that mean though? And I want to really challenge you to think deeper beyond that. Like, how do you make lose weight concrete? Like when someone sees your offer, they know exactly what that means. It means one thing to everybody. So at our mastermind in Tampa, I'll give you two examples. So one of our clients had her landing page was doing like okay. When I say landing page, I mean she was driving Facebook ads to a page that people landed on from clicking on the ad, and they would register for her webinar. And her webinar is amazing. Like, she's getting people on the phone for like $25-$30, which is crazy amazing. So the challenge was, how do we improve the conversions on her landing page? And if we could double the conversions, then her cost per call booked almost goes in half, which is a major breakthrough. So we looked at her headline, and there's a lot of words in there that talked about get toned, lose weight. Again, a lot of these very ambiguous terms. So we started talking about, okay, who's your perfect client, all this kind of stuff. And one of the things that popped out of her mouth was helping women lose the last 10 pounds. And I asked her, I'm like, out of all the women you've spoken to and served, is this the major thing they want solved? And it was almost like a 100% yes. And so I said, that's the hook. That's the angle you have to take. You have to tell people this is the program to help you lose the last 10 pounds. Because losing weight is ambiguous. Losing the last 10 pounds, it's black and white, right? It happened or it didn't. It's the same thing for everyone. Okay? Do you understand that? So it's this, losing the last 10 pounds means the same thing to everybody. There's not multiple meanings. It's one meaning. And so with that, we were able to recraft a more compelling headline. And I got to check back in with her because I think it's probably doing a lot better. Another client helps new moms lose weight, right? Get back into shape and so forth. And so again, we started talking about this whole ambiguous, like, what does get back in shape mean? What does that look like? Like, it looks like this for one person and something completely different for another person. And so we needed a way to make it more tangible, more concrete, more black and white. And so she talked about skinny jeans, and I'm like, oh, perfect. So you help new moms get back into their skinny jeans. Done. Black and white. Right? You either get back into the skinny jeans or you don't, right? So it doesn't mean multiple different things. And this is the big, big lesson that I want to leave you with here is that, listen, if you are trying to figure things out in terms of crafting offers and writing headlines, and let me just preface this by saying we don't spend a lot of time doing copy, right? So we've got copy coaches on our team that help our clients with, here's the extent of the copy, okay? You've got a couple Facebook ads, which, by the way, we give you templates for. You have a page people land on to register for your webinar, which has a headline, Okay, that's it. That's the extent of the copy. And then inside your webinar, you have a couple words on every slide. That's it. Okay, there's no long sales pages, there's no convoluted funnels, none of that stuff. But with that said, the limited amount of copy you do use needs to be powerful. And that's why we spend a lot of time with our clients really helping them understand this. Because you could have the best program in the world and be able to change people's lives, but if they don't get what you're offering, if it doesn't mean anything to them, they're not going to take action. So here's the deal. If you want help with this stuff, and again, like you need help with this. I don't even know you, but you need help with this. Unless you're this unbelievably sophisticated and experienced marketer, which most people are not. You need help with this. And the challenge is you don't even recognize this. So let me ask you this. Is what you're doing producing the results that you want? Are you getting a constant stream of new leads and clients? And when I say constant stream, I'm talking about a problem of I have too many clients. Like I can't handle the number of clients that are coming in my door. If you don't have that problem, then you have an offer problem. That's it. Because you need to put something out there that is so compelling. I mean, if you're selling a product or a course or coaching that's not converting, you have a messaging and offer problem. You are putting something in front of people that they don't care about. That's really what it comes down to. And it's not that you have to redo your whole program. You just have to repackage it. You have to put a bow around it. You've got to change the wrapping paper. And that's where we work our magic with our clients. So I talked about our Tampa Mastermind in February. Our next mastermind is in Toronto, June 26th, 27th, and 28th. Now, the 28th is only for our mastermind clients. But listen, if you're somebody who is not a client of ours and you want to sit in for 2 days and have us really help you dial in what I call the $1 million model, which is going to help you do much more predictable prospecting. Predictable meaning you're not trolling Facebook groups, you're not knocking on people's doors. You've got a predictable way of getting people into your door. Very different. If you like that, if you'd like to learn how to teach to sell, if you'd like to learn how to ask and assess instead of tell and impress, and if you'd like to learn how to coach to close, that is the framework of the $1 million model. It's a very simple process going to help you build a foundation in your business that can take it to 6 figures, 7 figures, and beyond. That's what I'm going to be sharing with you on day 1 of our mastermind in Toronto. On day 2, you'll be able to sit in with our existing clients and get some really cool next level strategies and be surrounded by some people doing some big things. So if you're interested in doing that, we've got about 25 spots, I think, that we're opening up for non-clients to sit in and experience this for the 2 days. If that is of interest to you and I don't care where you live, because there are these things called airplanes. Okay, it's hilarious. I get people like, oh, it feels only closer. I'm like, dude, you have an airport close to you? Come on, let's get real. It's obviously not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a problem you're dealing with to jump on an airplane and be in a group where you're getting some high-level help. If you're in a point in your business and in your journey where you know that what you're doing is just not working, you just have to be honest with yourself about that. And if you want to learn more about what we're doing in Toronto, and if you will qualify to sit in with us for the 2 days, then here's the website I want you to go to right now. healthpreneurgroup.com/2, like the number 2, day, D-A-Y. So 2 as in the number 2, not spelt out, but just type the number 2, okay? And then D-A-Y. That's going to give you a full breakdown of what we're doing at our Luminaries Mastermind. We're opening up about 20-25 spots for non-clients to sit in and experience this. And I'll be very honest with you. I mean, like, you're going to get some amazing stuff in 2 days, and we will let you know if you're the right fit, how we can move to the next level together. And if you don't want to hear that, that's totally fine. You can leave the room. But it's not a 2-day sales pitch. Okay, I don't run my events like that. If you've ever been to any of our stuff, you know that's the case. But we do give the opportunity for some people to move to the next level with us because they just see so much value in how we can help their business. So if you're at a point now where you just need some help and you need someone else's eyes on your stuff and to really build a solid foundation of what you're doing, then go to healthpreneurgroup.com/2day. Fill out the application and we will get back to you within about 24 hours after reviewing it. Okay. So that's the deal. I hope this episode has found you well. I hope it makes sense. And remember, nothing happens until people see a must in your solution. So craft your offers and craft your messaging in such a way where people feel compelled to take action. I'll see you soon. Hey, thanks so much for joining us on this episode of the Healthpreneur podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, here's what I'd like you to do right now. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the Healthpreneur podcast on iTunes. And while you're there, leave us a rating or review. It helps us get in front of more people and change more lives. And if you're ready to start or scale your health or fitness coaching business and want to start getting in front of more people, working with them at a higher level without trading time for money, then I invite you to check out our free 7-figure health business blueprint training. Totally free right now, and you can do so at healthpreneurgroup.com/training. For now, thank you so much for joining us. Continue to be great, do great, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.